Hey, thanks for taking time to view this video. This is Daniel Murphy down here in Myrtle Beach with the Hoffman Group. We're going to start doing on a bi-monthly basis, or maybe we're trying to do it 3 to 6 times a year. I'll come to you guys with the questions that were being asked the most by both our buyer and our seller clients. What we found is that generally if a buyer is asking a question, the seller also has that same question. They're very transferable. So let's go over the 3 main questions that we are getting asked the most here in our office right now. The first question that is by far the most asked question by everybody, both buyers and sellers, is what is really going on with financing? Is there financing available? Is it getting better? Is it getting worse? What's going on? And specifically here in Myrtle Beach, because we're a resort market, we're not your typical hometown USA. People are coming to the beach to buy second homes, vacation properties, investment properties. So there is a different type of financing situation here in Myrtle Beach. Let's first talk about somebody who's buying a residential property to live in. Financing is the same here as it is anywhere else. There are 30-year notes available. Rates are still fairly low, historically low. Now granted, they have gone up about 3/4 of a point here in the last 6 months. So you really need to watch that, because as a buyer and a seller, that will affect what you can. First of all, on the buying side, it's gonna affect your purchasing power and what you can afford. And secondly, on the selling side, as the rates go up, you're going to find fewer available buyers for your property, which means you're going to have to drop the home price to meet that same demand. So yes, there are 30-year notes available, still historically low. So that's not an issue. The big issue is going to come on the other side of our market, the resort side. One, if you own a condotel or you're looking to purchase a condotel, there is financing available. That is the good news. Now, it is not a 30-year note. It is not backed by Fannie and Freddie, so you're not going to find the big major banks playing in that market. Your Bank of America, your Wells Fargo, Chase, they are not looking to purchase secondary notes that are condotels. However, we do have some fantastic local banks here who have picked up the ball and started to assist in this market. You can get a 3-7-year ARM on these properties. Rates are slightly higher, but still fairly good. So that has helped out our market considerably, and that's why I think you see a lot of this, a lot of the buyers back in the market, because they can purchase a little bit more with the availability of some bank money. So 30-year fixed notes available, readily available for anything that you're looking for that would be a residential property. And we do have, for condotel financing, some available options here locally. Now, if you're buying a condo as a pure second home, not as an investment, and it's not showing up on the bank's registry as a condotel, there is some financing available, and it is very attractive. The second question that we are getting asked a lot is, what is going on with the distressed inventory? Is there still a lot of short sales, bank-owned properties on the market? Good news, there is not. Over the last 3 to 4 years, we have really worked hard to get this inventory off the market. That is having a good impact on prices. As you get people off the market that don't have an invested interest in the sale price, obviously that's going to depress the market. You're going to see prices starting to rise. That's where we are now. Sellers are selling for more than they have in quite a while, probably since about 2008. It's still we still have a ways to go, but that's a good sign that it's coming back. Now, I say all of this with a little bit of caution, because I do know that the banks still have a significant amount of inventory that they're holding on to. That inventory will hit the market at some point. Let's just hope that there's enough buyer demand to satisfy that additional inventory. The third question is, and this one's a difficult one to go by, is what do we expect to see in the market going forward? As you know, real estate is not an exact science when you start to predict what's going to go on in the future. We can tell you with almost 100% certainty what's going on in today's market right now, but to predict it somewhat, gets a little difficult. So what we go on is what we can see, facts and figures, and predict. My prediction for the next 2 quarters, the third and fourth quarter, is that we're going to still have a very healthy buyer market. And the reason I expect that is we still see a lot of the buyers who were looking for properties early in the year who weren't able to identify anything to purchase. They're still out there looking. Rates are still low and inventory is still low. So I do expect the third and fourth quarter to still be good. Fourth quarter, we generally see a slight pickup for people who are looking to purchase prior to the end of the season. Beyond that, let's take it with some cautious optimism. I think we're going to see home prices continuing to rise. I think you're going to see the condo prices continuing to rise at a typical real estate market. If you have any of these questions or would like some further explanation, please don't hesitate to contact me anytime. Again, this is Daniel Murphy down here in Myrtle Beach with the Hoffman Group. Thanks so much.